Hey, it's Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
Sex.
the title of today's podcast, she's got 4,000 people in her inbox, but she's meeting up with you.
Yep.
So you don't worry about it.
Nope.
And this comes from another tweet that I done earlier that I said, girls get low quality dick thrown at them all day. It's the same as nothing but fat girls hitting on you all day. Because guys always go, she could just walk out and go, hey, you want to have, but girls don't see.
Hey, you want to have
sex? Yeah. They don't see men. They see the one or two alpha men that are moving through the world, and they might not see one all day.
The others are just like mosquitoes.
Yes.
Because I think that's the only difference between the way men and women view the opposite sex that they're not interested in. To men, unattractive, overweight, men that don't hit on their radar or receptors are truly invisible. To women, those men are annoyances.
Interesting.
They really are annoying.
I mean, she's got a good point. I mean, where she says they're like mosquitoes, because we've talked about this. You kind of dig down and you get girls just get a few drinks in them.
Yeah.
And they talk about beta men.
Woo.
They would rather these guys be dead. And I don't know if it's a protective mechanism, but they don't care anything whatsoever.
But there's an adverse reaction. It's not neutral.
Yeah. It's beyond. That's pretty good. It's averse. And so that's the world they're moving through.
Yeah.
Is avoiding and dodging and trying not to be put out. And therefore, when you come along, it's like a lighthouse.
Yeah.
In the dark. I mean, you stand out. So that's what you have to realize, is that girls don't even see, or they're repulsed by all of these other men, but not you.
Right.
And that's the important thing. Just knowing game and you carry those alpha characteristics. That's the most important thing.
And I would say, I want you to understand. I mean, we try to explain the whys behind all of this. Listen, guys who are the annoyances to women are the ones who are working to steal their time. They're very greedy with a woman's time. And I think that's another thing I know that's another thing that really differentiates the alpha from these other guys. And I won't even call them beta, but just like normies. Because an alpha is, girls are gonna want more of their time. They're gonna be left with wanting more, because alpha men don't trip all over themselves to talk to the girl or to keep the conversation going, or to be text buddies. None of this. Alpha men do not behave in that way. But everyone else, all the normal guys, are going out of their way to hold doors, which is great manners, but there's a desperation in it. There's a desperation in a guy who's just trying so hard to hold your attention in conversation, literally going through the grocery store, trying to make conversation with you, literally at every shop you go into. Maybe they work there, maybe they're fellow customers. They try to steal a woman's time. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's flattering, but it's a pain in the ass. It's exhausting, and women this is, I think, why even mid girls who get this as much as anybody or more, really, that they do get a little bit shorter attention span or tolerance for men speaking with them who don't actually have something to say, and don't actually seem to have a purpose to the conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's a big I think that's a big confusion point for
That's
men.
very well. How long have I been doing this? I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
That's
But
pretty
I
good.
mean, even if you're just faking it till you make it, even if you're new to game, learned charisma, all of these things that we talk about, you can still fake this by texting less, by using fewer words, by not giving her as much as she gives you, by making sure that you're leaving her wanting more instead of tripping over yourself to stay in front of her. Because it's the attention-seeking men that do not get the attention that they want from women.
Or the classic one thing that we always tell guys: be the first to get off the phone.
Yeah.
In conversations.
1,000%.
Yeah. I mean, and when you first do it, it'll feel weird. You'll be like, man, I wonder if I was rude. But then they'll reach out to you and you'll be like, oh, this actually works.
Oh, you used to be so short on the phone. You would call me and we'd have these great conversations, and then you'd be like, well, how would you you would always, it was like the same phrase that you'd say every time. Again, you get what works and you stick with it. But it was something along the lines of, okay, I'll talk to you later, bye.
That's it.
And I mean, literally, it was like, I didn't even have time to respond. It was, and you were like gone. And you might not have even said bye. I think there was some, I don't remember what you said. But
Yeah, I think there's a quirk that I've kind of grown up with. I missed something.
It was definitely not a goodbye. It was like, okay.
Yeah, and then then it becomes automatic.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty funny.
I'd probably be mad at you if you did that to me now, but.
Well, I can't hang up on you because you're right in front of me.
You're welcome.
My God. So that is the real deal. And Bunny gave a lot of very interesting insight that women hate time theft.
Yeah.
You know, guys that are wasting their time.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean don't approach girls. Doesn't mean don't, introduce yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But do it in a purposeful way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Women are going to be standoffish because, not only from a safety factor, but they're going to be standoffish because they're like, oh, God.
How long is this guy how much of my time is he going to suck up?
Exactly.
It's good.
If you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. And if you're not on Fort Worth and my newsletters, feel free to jump on there. Actually, you've got lots of options there because you've got Fort Worth's newsletter, you've got MPB's newsletter, and I've also created a sex education specific newsletter, the adult education newsletter, via my Fuck Like a Pro handle that I'm very open is also me. But check those out if you want a little bit harder hitting sexual education kind of stuff, and it's okay for that kind of thing to come across your email. Don't sign up if you're freaked out by, your wife seeing something about fucking on your email. Just don't do it. But I'm not here to get anybody in trouble. I'm here to improve your life. So be sure and sign up for our newsletters. We want you to win. Bye!